We use it every day, for work, for love, for war, for truth, and for lies. But have you ever stopped to ask, what is the internet actually made of? Not metaphorically, not the apps, not the cloud, I mean physically. What is this invisible world we depend on really built from? Because once you see what's hiding beneath the surface, you'll never trust Wi-Fi the same way again. Most people imagine the internet is floating through space, bouncing off satellites, whispering through the air like magic. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The internet is a physical thing. 750,000 miles of thick underwater fiber optic cables, woven across the seafloor like veins under skin. They connect continents, countries, you, and everything you love online. Google, Instagram, your emails, your secrets, all of it flows through glass threads as thin as a hair. The cables that rule the world. Each cable contains bundles of fiber optic strands, and each strand carries light, not electricity, light. Your messages become flashes of laser pulses, shooting through these strands at nearly the speed of light. Imagine if your blood moved at the speed of lightning, and every drop carried a memory. That's how the internet lives. But here's where it gets scary. There are only about 500 of these cables worldwide. If just a few are cut, entire regions go dark. Who owns the internet? These cables aren't owned by the people. They're owned by corporations. Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon. And guess what? They're buying ocean real estate, planting their own cables, creating a map of global control, one fiber at a time. You don't use the internet, you borrow it from billionaires. The data centers, internet's dark heart. Every photo you've ever posted, every email, every file, lives somewhere, inside a cold, concrete cathedral called a data center. These are the digital graveyards of our memories. Hundreds of thousands of spinning drives, generators, cooling systems, redundant power, all just so your TikTok loads in 2 seconds. Satellites, space versus the sea. Yes, there are satellites. Elon Musk's Starlink wants to change everything. 42,000 small satellites to beam internet from space. But here's the twist. Even Starlink stations still connect to fiber cables. Space is sexy, but the sea still rules. Can the internet die? In 2008, 75 million people in the Middle East lost access. A single cable in the Mediterranean had been cut. In 2022, Tonga went silent for 5 weeks after a volcanic eruption broke its undersea link. The internet isn't eternal. It's fragile, vulnerable to sabotage, nature, even war. The internet you never see. There's another layer, the deep web, not just crime, but encrypted government servers, hidden archives, whistleblowers, black market traders. 96% of the internet is not indexed by Google. The final question, what is it really made of? The internet is made of cables, light, glass, steel, but also of memories, of you, your fears, your searches at 3 a.m., your first messages, your last goodbyes. It's not just data, it's your digital soul scattered across servers you'll never see. So next time you scroll, remember, the internet isn't in the sky, it's under your feet, a glowing, fragile web of glass, steel, and secrets, and it's watching. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Build your knowledges.